it back from inside his line. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So East Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. You know that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time.
And the championship game at North Texas.
These two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David obviously had a transfer in. He hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today. Let's win it. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's small. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he is snuffed out. Greeted by a host of defenders. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking to pass. It's Newton. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early, get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass. game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Looking for space. It's small. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
And that's what quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Pirates send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw it in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Relatively speaking.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for
Looks like that he's a bruiser.
dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Spits it out to the back. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. To the air on second down. Over the middle, it's Burr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Pirates are in the hurry up. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Looking downfield, it's Newton. Working that wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they throw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, he drops the throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Yes.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They're trying to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Newton. He wants it all. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, ECU. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 79 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Yeah, I know you love that play, buddy.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Pirates in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Newton. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Bust through behind his pad. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half. I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own. And now the hit box is loose. By the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of
That dude is bigger than everybody on the field.
big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on
false start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He got it. Touchdown, Bucks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, get us some points.
And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Right down the middle. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Colorado. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Man, and he paid for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Burr. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. You think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open.
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them. You're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit special. You know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Barmore. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barmore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds.
The offense is pretty on point, I think. From there's no depth in the defense. That's what's gonna kill me.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Spread. It's very simple. It's trying to figure out the new plays, but it's very simple.
He should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Let's go, let's go. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors.
Perfectly made him slip.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder. And welcome in to the halftime update.
The Pirates will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Gets the back moving. On on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Lost the fire on second down. Gets it out quick. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw on third and short. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Now on the option. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
To the ground, back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw on third. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
The Buffaloes will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to control it.
He's stopped after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Newton. And the misconnection on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage
So like
of.
Jose throwing all these
The
interceptions.
defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're looking for an advantage to the run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fine play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
On the run from inside his own 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw, it's Newton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Finds a little space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes the handoff. It's small.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got room to work. Got enough for the first. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward. Because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Pirates will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last.
He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fouls through the defense. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a bit...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has struggled all day, and how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long. You try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field.
Military stun. Hey, hustle, hustle.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him stuck, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And how good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe that this offense has a lot of work to do for their next football game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Send the tight end in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. Looking for room at the 30. And he get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battle.
Got some room in it at the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it away. Touchdown, Colorado.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on. Gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Turbin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He's going to throw deep right side.